make you cut off the... Think that I made it, they can't be my friends, so they wanna be ops. If I see them hating and I'm in that spaceship, I'm dropping the top. Ain't like my beat ain't no happy belated, I'm calling the guap. Who gave you a voice? Who told you your thoughts count? GPS straight to the money. I put my big homie got the big Mickey Mouse. You posted your at 12 and 8 that night, she had my all over the mess. Can't sit on my house. I got that check and took off. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No court. I want that court. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your... Breno Javinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
With me, boy. Your hands in your fingers. Your ears with get back, watch you turn to a singer. Get you fighting like this Jerry Springer. All of my at the back that like a popo. Don't do these, they popo. Had a G-Wagon truck turned to Rojo. Find a cable to us and they going wild down in Soho. One was black and the other was Mexican. Had a like a polio. Younger than you with a Maybach. Younger than you with a Bentley. Finna got in the gently. Angry and fresh with these when I was down out of soul had sympathy. But that's how I go when you broke. Now I'm like mistletoe. This do my own. Not gonna lost on these new clones. Then she asked for a loan. Had to laugh, then I told her get gone. Gon' get that me on. Ain't no give me not a...
Thank you, Coach. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They begin with a run by Davis. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Orange.
To throw on second down is gone. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. The 30, 10, touchdown LA. Brandon Cooks, 77 yards. And the Rams are going to take a first quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Buying time to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
First down carry for Davis. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Gone. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll make it third down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Value three, value three.
Throwing on third. Goff. Eluding the pressure right. And shedding through the tackle. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Now a hit and a loose football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can. It's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
What? 280.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Shotgun. Empty.
On second down, here's Wilson. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Zebra. 12.
From From the gun, it's Wilson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Micah Kaiser was in on the tackle.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bird. A good pickup there at 22. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
14. Tempo. Gotta go. Go. Got it. Where you at?
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Steps away to his left. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. To throw is Wilson on 3rd down. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Rams have got it back.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Following the fumble recovery, Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's caught inside the 30. Oh, and the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Davis. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Goff. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. Zerline good with a PAT, and it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now Wilson on second down. It's complete to Fuller. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards and it moves the sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Singles. 14. 18. 14.
On 1st down, Wilson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
14.
Again on 2nd and 10. It's Wilson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Here's Wilson to throw on 3rd down. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 1st down, gone. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey, lift!
From the gun, here's Gone. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
76, tell him. 76.
From the gun on 3rd down, Gone. Airing it out deep for Woods. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 47. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
19. 14.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. He's got Fuller. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. He got 29 yards that time. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's Wilson to throw. Forced out to his left. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Good gumbo.
Throwing again here, Wilson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They pitch it to Davis. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Super 66.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Give credit to K.J. Wright. He was disrupting defensively.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Value 3.
A shotgun snap for Goff. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. It's a big conversion there for the Rams on 3rd down. 45 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On 1st and 10, Goff. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Louis.
They'll run here with John Kelly. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Starting left here.
Out of the gun. Gone. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
third down is a big blitz down for a lot of defenses, especially if they sense that there's going to be a passing play, and they brought the pressure on that when it forced an incompletion.
And Zerline's kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Dancing to his left. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Here's a give to Davis. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
On second down, Davis. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
76, tell him. 76.
Now a handoff to Davis. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
They'll toss to Davis. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
76, tell him. 76. 76. 76, tell him. 76.
On 3rd down, Davis. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Shout.
Again, this is Kelly. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. The Rams on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. To throw is gone. Now he's flushed out right, spinning away. And this will be a dump off for Kelly. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Officially a minute 54 to go in this first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. And Zerline's kick is good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Fielded about a yard deep. Gets around him. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now it's Wilson. It's complete to Jerron Brown. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Shotgun. Let's go, 14. Zebra. Hey. Zebra. All right.
Now Wilson on 1st down. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Zebra. Hey. 19. Fair. Let's go, 14. I got him.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Check 50. 14.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Yeah, the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
14.
Wilson will throw again. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that's sack number 18 for him on the year. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Now here's Michael Dixon. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
4 now. Super one. 56, right there, 56.
Now it's Davis. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
And lift.
They'll hand it off to Kelly. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On 3rd down, Kelly. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. So we've come to halftime. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think that they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
Good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
4 down, check. 4 down. Foot left. Check 3.
They'll run with Penny. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
I am shocked that they would go for it there. Talk about a gutty call. But that's all about having faith in your offensive line, and they come through there on 4th down.
Zebra. Hey. Fair. You got motion man right there. 18.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Baldwin with it over the middle. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Well, tempo. Gotta go. 18. 12. Don't take forever, okay? Here I come. Shotgun. He's checking. Crash. Hey. 14, front it. Let's go, 14.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
Let's go get it right.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Right. Gun. You got 4.
Penny, a 1st down carry. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Come on, let's go. 14.
On 2nd down, Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Will Fuller with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Sebastian Janikowski on for the PAT. Extra point pretty close to that right upright, but he does get it to go. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Out to kick is Janikowski. On the return, it's Pharaoh Cooper. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now Davis. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll fake the give. Now gone. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Throwing on third, gone. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Goff now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Now a toss to Davis going right. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Here we go.
They'll run with Kelly. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Barkevius Mingo in that time on the tackle.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll try and run for it with Kelly. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding the clock.
This is Kelly. And an alley to run. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Goff on 3rd down. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Cam Chancellor in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for L.A. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Tempo. 12.
On first down, Wilson. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Aaron Donald in there for the sack, and he's closing in on that all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Throwing is Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Baldwin. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4.
Come on, let's go.
Wilson now on first down. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off around the 41. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Now a toss running left. This is Davis. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. They'll run it again here with Davis. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. The Rams on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They run with it. It's Kelly. Kelly stripped. The ball is free. Brandon Cooks. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks, 34 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Rams offense cashes in for 6.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rule seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. And that's exactly what happened there.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Don't take forever, okay? All right, 380. Gotta go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The Seahawks on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Baldwin. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by John Johnson. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Here's Davis now, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. On second down, here's Goff. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
66. 5. Value 3. Value 3. Hey, lift.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Throwing on first down. Wilson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he gets it down. Out a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
12. We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
Now Wilson on second down. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Shotgun. There. Gotta go.
Now Wilson throwing on first down. Buying time to his left. And now here is another interception. John Johnson with the INT. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Super 66. 17.
From the gun on 3rd down. Gone. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense, 1st and 10. And this will be a dump off for Kelly. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field. These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now a 1st down throw. Gone. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. Steps away to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Goff now looking to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. J.J. Watt in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.